Hello my makeup loving friends. So you know how I have a bit of a problem in terms of buying makeup. I buy quite a bit. Well, before I started my low buy, literally 2 days before I started my low buy, I went and I bought these. So they're two of the mini palettes from Juvia's Place, and in this video I'm going to be using both of them. So I got the berries palette and I got the violet palette. So I used the berries palette for this particular look, and I have two more looks in this video, including a look using the violets palette and a look using the two together. So we're going to start off first with the berries palette. This is what it looks like. It's what I have on my eyelids right now, and we're going to do a quick swatch. Now there are no names on any of these. Probably didn't wear the best top for swatching, but your look, such is life. There are no names, like I said, on these, so I do just kind of go, I think that's what they're called. There is no name. So this is the top three. That's what they look like. Very poor swatching on my behalf, but look, you know, I'm just here to give you an idea of the colour story. And then the bottom three are these ones. So this is what they look like. So you can see quite a reddy, pinky, purpley palette. That's what it looks like. It swatches pretty darn well. The mattes don't swatch that well, but they actually operate really nicely on the eyes. When I do a wipe test, it's pretty much, yeah, you can still see kind of stains there. So it gives you an idea of the longevity of the eyeshadow. So it should stay on for a chunk of the day. Now I have primed my eyelids in all of the videos, just FYI. So if you want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. So I'm going to use the Sigma E42, it's the Precision Firm Blender. Look at it in all of its glory. And I'm going to go into this shade here. So it's quite a dark shade. So annoyed because I had filmed this previously. Well, I'd done a different look with this, but because I'm a fool, I managed to delete it. So well done me. Trying to make that less of a harsh line. So I'm using the exact same brush again, and I'm going to go into this rather hot pinky shade. So let's see how that goes. I've no idea what I'm doing. Probably should have thought about that before I sat down, because I do also have to go to work. So. Two layer quite nicely, and they do seem to blend fairly well. I am going to use my Sigma medium angled shading brush. It's the E70, and I'm going to go into this shade here. Of course, I'm going to pick it up, but I'm also going to use a setting spray to try and bring it out a little bit more. There's a nice kind of a shimmer to that. I like that. It's almost like a red against a purple. It reminds me a little bit of the Coloured Rain Queen of Hearts. And I'm just packing it there into the crease because I kind of want to blend it a smidge. Even though that's not really the brush to blend it with, but sure, look. You know, you gotta try. So I have my tapered blending brush, it's the E40, and I want to go into two shades. So I'm going to go into the shade that I've already used, so that along with that. So I want to mix the two together, and I'll put them on the outer edge and just kind of blend them. I want a slight smoky thing going on. So I'm just going to stamp it on first just to give that colour intensity, if it will let me. I almost wish I had a black because I want to smoke it out further, but I'm just using this palette. But realistically, if I was using this, I would probably dig into a black elsewhere and just really try and judge that out a bit more. I also wish there was a lighter colour so I could do a little bit of a pop on the inside of the eye. That's just me. I mean, there's only so much you can have in a £6 palette. And I'm just being greedy. But I do like the colour story. And it does perform very well. So I'm not angry at it. I like the way they've blended together. I'm going to get another little brush to blend further. So I have my Precision Firm Blender again, so it's my E42, but I'm going to go back into this shade because I want to blend it with kind of the outside. There seems to be a nice enough transition there. Yeah, I mean, that looks okay. I'm now going to take the E30, it's a pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this shade here. It's quite a light shade. It's probably the lightest out of all of them. And I just want to put that on the inside there, just to brighten it up a bit. Okay, that is it. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. I'll see you back in a little bit. Hello friends, I am back. I've put on the rest of my makeup. I also have a cat in the room with me. I figured I'll zoom you in so you can see the eye look a little bit better. So this is the eye look. Cece is currently clawing the chair behind me. So that's what's going on. I'm going to take off the glasses so you can hopefully see a bit better. So that is the overall look using the Berries palette. Keep on watching if you want to see what I do with the Violets palette and when I take the two palettes together. We are now on to the Violets palette by Juvia's Place. It looks like this. Sorry, super dusty because I have been using it. We'll swatch it again. There's no names on these, so I'm just going into the top three. This is what they look like. They swatch really nicely. So that's top three. And now the bottom three. It's quite fun to swatch a small palette because it doesn't take very long. That's what they look like. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So that one doesn't swatch very well, but that's the whole colour story. That's what it looks like on my pasty skin. If you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to use the Violets palette. I have it just here in front of me. It looks so very pretty. I am going to take the Dund Utility, the E34. I already have the eyes primed, and I'm going to go into this shade here. I tend to do the same thing over and over, so, you know, sorry. Pigment on that is very good. This eye is slightly watering, so we'll see how today will go with that. It's a little bit patchier on this eye. At least I see it as being more patchy. Yeah, it definitely looks patchy. So I might use a slightly different brush just to see if it's maybe the brush that's doing it, because you know, you never know. God, I need to clean these because they are quite filthy. Quite filthy. Okay, I'm going to use this melt brush. It's the Meshkla? That'll do. And I'm going into that same shade again just to even that up. Still fairly patchy, but I think that is helping a little bit. Prime example of me not knowing what it is that I'm doing, so you know, soz, you'll learn nothing here. Yeah, that's very patchy. The pigment I really want from that, which is a bit frustrating. Like, no, sorry, the pigment is there, it's just patchy. Hello, cat. Sorry, Susie has just jumped on the desk in front of me. No respect. Not at all. Does anyone else have cats? I feel like dogs would be more respectful of your space. She does not care about my needs. I am going to use the, let me think, no, not that one, this one. I'm going to use the diffused crease brush, it's the E38, that'll do. And I'm going into this shade here. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to try and pack that along where the crease is. And apparently knock everything down off the desk. So it's one of those days. I like the colour on that, and I like that there's a bit of shimmer in it. That's nice. I would say though that lilac-y matte shade is, I don't want to say it's a dud, but it's not as good as it could have been. Exactly, Cece, exactly. Yeah, I think the shades are a bit patchier. I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's not the brushes, because, you know, I've tried different brushes now. I don't know. I mean, I know they're not like wildly expensive, but still, you know, if you're spending your hard-earned cashola, then you kind of want something really, really good. Or is that just me? I don't know. I like to have nice things. I'm now taking an Ofra shading or shadow brush. Who knows? It has no name on it, but I got it as part of the mystery box, so hooray! And I am going to go into this shade here. I'm obviously going to spritz it to try and get extra oomph out of it. I mean, it's going on okay, but it's not amazing. I'm going to try with my finger, because I'm gross. Yeah, that comes off a lot better. So let's dispense with the formalities and I'll put it on with my finger over here. It seems to be something you kind of have to layer a little bit though. God, that was not layering the best. I'm going to try again with the old brush. I don't know. Finger just to see what kind of layer. Like, it's a lovely looking shade. Yeah, I think that's a bit closer to the other one. That'll do. I mean, that's essentially my life, isn't it? It's just me trying to get to a that'll do phase. Excuse me. What do I want to do now? Okay. I want to take these two shades and I'm going to take it on the Detail Diffuse Crease brush. It's the E33. And I know I'm not using them in the way that they're intended, but like, when have I ever done things the way they were intended? I'm just going to put it down here. I'm not using the brush in the way it was intended. I think we're okay with the shadows, like we can use them in whatever way. There we go. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. I want to take the shading brush again, because apparently that's what I'm doing, and I want to go into this shade here and just pop it on kind of towards the middle and outer part of the eye. Look, I have a vague idea of what I'm doing. I don't really, but like, you know. On a bit better than the other one, than the other shimmery shade. Like, it's interesting that they only have two mattes. I'm not mad at that, like I quite like that. I find if you pat it, then you're more likely to get the true colour. Excuse my weird nails. Like, I know a lot of people on YouTube, they look amazing and have all their nails and stuff done, and I'm like, no, Saz, that is not to me. Oh well. I'm too impatient to sit down and have my nails done. That's my main issue. I am now going to take a taper blending brush. It's my E40, also known as my Messiah. I do love it. And I'm going into this shade and this shade, and I'm going to smoosh them together, put them into a marriage of convenience. They'll grow to love each other though. It'll be fine. And just doing my usual thing. It's in the outer corner, and I'm a blend that. Are you very surprised? No, if you've seen any of my videos before, you'll know that this is essentially what I do. It's nothing wild or unique. This is just how I do my makeup. It's not coming off as dark as I would like. I would like more depth. Getting a bit now, but again, it's not as much as I would have liked. I want a bit more drama. On my eyes, not in life. I like a quiet life. That'll do. Right, you know the drill. I'm going to finish the rest of this. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. Hi friends, I am back. I put on the rest of the makeup. I will zoom you in now so you can see the eyes a smidgen better. So that is what the eyes look like. I'll take the glasses off. It looks alright. They didn't blend that well. There was a certain amount of patchiness. Some of the colours were quite close to each other. It was difficult to get kind of the depth I necessarily wanted with this. But I'm reserving judgment. So that was the look with the second palette, the violet palette. So the next part of the video, I'm going to use both the violet and the berries palette to put together a look, and I'm going to give a general idea of what I think of the two palettes together. So keep on watching if you want to see the overall review of both of these palettes. So this look is actually using the berries palette and the violet palette together. So if you want to see how I did this, that's the next part of the video, and then after that I'm going to give my general reviews. So keep on watching. Okay, so I've primed the eyelids. I'm going to use my Dose of Colours shader brush. That's it. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to use both palettes because I'm a glutton for punishment. It's that whole, you know, when to become one. Please say that you love the Spice Girls as I do. And I'm going to go into this shade here and just shove it onto my eyeballs. Well, not my eyeballs, my eyelid. And yeah, I'm like channeling 80s glory by putting on a headband because, well, my fringe was kind of getting in the way in a lot of videos, so I figured, well, this makes sense. So, hence the bright pink. I used this shade when I was playing with the berries palette. This is, by the way, from the berries palette, and I find it applies quite well. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to go into same palette again, using the same brush, and I'm going to go into this shade here. Don't know what it's called, but sure, look, I'll give it a go and I'll whack it onto the eyes. I just want to tap it on first because I want to do a bit of blending, or at least attempt to blend. going to take this Morphe brush that came as part of a set. Don't know where it's from, don't know where it's going. Who knows? And I'm going into the violets. So this is the purpley palette, and I'm going in with, ooh, excuse me, this color here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Do I ever? No, I don't. So let's give this a go. I'm just gonna pop it in the corner and the outer corner. Yay! And then just try and merge the two together. Have them be fun. The way these are kind of coming together. They're nice little accompanying palettes. My Melt Transition brush, because why not? I paid for it, I'm using it. And I'm going to go back into this shade here, the top shade, along with this shade. So I'm going to smoosh the two together in a marriage of convenience. But they'll fall in love, those will be fine. And I'm just going to smush that on top of the purpley colour, because I don't know what else to call it. And yeah, just try and blend that a little bit further. Look at those little dregs of hair trying to go places. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take those two colours again, so same thing. I'm just, because I'm lazy, I'm using the same brush. Again, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna swish them under here. Again, I'm gonna take like a makeup wipe and just clean off the excess. So it won't be so gross. I promise. Oh, I shouldn't make promises I have no intention of keeping. I will always be gross. These two together. They look a little bit more marriaged. And I'm going to use this exact same brush again because I'm lazy, and I'm going to go into the purple shade from the violets. Forgetting as to which one it is that I'm talking about in places, because apparently that's where I am today. I'm just going to pack that there. I'm going to take my Urban Decay shadow brush, it's like a shading brush, and I'm going to go into my concealer that I have been using to, well, do my eyes. It's in my project pan. Sneak peek, I'm doing pretty darn well with it. It is the Benefit Some Kind of Gorgeous in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to take that and I'm going to do a halo eye because I'm lazy. I'm just going to start off here. I am now taking my Sigma E55, my eye shading brush. I love how I don't even have to look at the side of it now to know like what brush it is, because I pick it up so often. And I'm going into the Violets palette again, and I'm going to use this shade, and I'm going to douse it with a bit of setting spray, because why not? and I'm going to pop it onto where the concealer is. That doesn't look horrific, if I do say so myself. It looks perfectly acceptable. I'm going to see if I can find a teeny tiny little brush, and I did, it's right there. I'm going to use this, it's part of the little mini detailed brushes that came out during the summer. The E33, we call it a 33. A 33, which is the detail diffused crease. I have to squint sometimes because I can't see properly. And I'm taking it completely dry and just, like I haven't added any product onto it. I just kind of want to smoosh them together a bit more. Just to fade it out a bit more. So that there's a gentle transition. And once the gentle transition has been done, I am going right back in to that purple shade again because I'm basic, and I'm using my detail diffused crease brush, which I'm sure this shouldn't technically be used for, but like, you know, whatever. And I'm going in here and just smooshy smoosh. Again, very technical terms, or if you can't keep up, I'm not professional. BSer. Yeah, I'm not professional, obviously. Get more of the shimmery bit now, just to balance it. That's the word. I keep forgetting words today. That same brush, and I'm going to go back into that little nice shimmering shade, just to sprinkle that a bit on top. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Bit of fallout, by the way. I can feel it on my cheeks. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. I'll see you back here in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. So I've put on the rest of my face. I'll zoom you in so you can actually see the eye look in a little bit more detail. So hopefully you can see it fairly okay there. If I lift the fringe, you can see it a bit better, and if I remove the glasses, that also makes a smidge more sense. I think the two palettes work nicely together in terms of a colour story. So I think the palettes retail for, I think it's either $12.99 or $13.99 each. And I'm going to talk about each one separately first, and then as a whole. So the Berries palette, I actually think this is probably my favourite one. Although in saying that, I think this colour and this colour, when on the eyes, actually end up being quite similar, even though on camera they look different. But they operate on the eye very, very similarly. So I think if one had been either lighter or one had been darker, that would have been great. I would have loved another light colour in here. That would have been like really, really nice. But they blended really, really nicely. I was able to work with them pretty darn well. So I'm really happy with that one. This is the Violets palette. I think the colour selection here, there's more kind of depth than there was in the Berries palette, so I think it performs better in that sense. I had, excuse me, there's a lot of kick up on it, by the way, just bear that in mind. I did find that the mattes in this, whether they were using a slightly different formula or not, I don't know, went on a bit more patchy, but that could be just the way that purples tend to perform. I haven't really found that with purples in the past. I found that with blues, not so much with purples. But I preferred the kind of mix of colours in this, in the sense that there was greater depth, there was more variety. But I prefer the colour story of Berries. But I think the formula wasn't quite as good as this. However, when you bring the two together, it's like a beautiful, beautiful marriage. I really like the two together. I thought that this eye look looks really, really cute. I always think that berries and purples, I mean, they're cousins. Not even cousins, they're sisters, and they make an awful lot of sense together. And look at how cute and small the palettes are. If I have to rate each one, I think I would give them both an 8. Where this one is losing marks, it's just down to one shade needed to be changed, and it was either this one or this one to be made lighter. And then in terms of this one, the variety of colour, very, very good, but it was just the patchiness. But you could work with that. That was fine. I was able to work around that. Do I think they're worth the money? I do. I do. I think they're great. And like I said, it's either $12.99 or $13.99. That's very inexpensive. And Juvia's Place do excellent palettes, and I love the artistry on that. Isn't that gorgeous? So yes, grammar is difficult today. Those are my general thoughts on the little mini collection. I didn't get the nudes or the chocolates because those aren't really appealing to me. If any of you guys have got those and tried those, could you let me know? I'd like to know how they are, because as it is, I'm happy recommending these. I think they're really good. So as per usual, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. I'm going to go and feed a very, very hungry cat before she considers eating me. There's a very distinct possibility that she will. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.